Electric chair.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What is going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reads video, baby. You can tell from my tone in this. Ooh, I got a lot to talk about, baby, and that's why I'm so late getting this content out, because after today, I was like, ooh, let's stop the track. Let's stay some facts. Let's get some stuff understood. Let's discuss some things. Let's have some conversations. First of all, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are taking care of yourself, girl. It's a lot going on this week, as we just got in the news about the verdict with Derek Chauvin and the trial. Like, it's a lot. So I want to go ahead and give a PSA. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be completely different from the other King of Reads videos. I am going to be talking about some stuff that has happened, and I just want to make sure that I give like these trigger warnings in the beginning, because I don't, like, we've been seeing a lot. It's not going to be too much, but I am going to be having a conversation. I won't be showing any videos, but I will be having a conversation about the things that have happened this week and what is going on and what's next. Because I know a lot of y'all are asking me that. I will be talking about some other things that are going on, but I will be talking about, you know, some black stuff that's been going on this week that has been, you know, like really harmful to black folks. So before we get into any of those things, let's go ahead and get into this mental health check-in. So mental health, girl, I'm a little nervous. It's like 12 o'clock at night right now. I'm about to head to bed after recording this, because I'm going to be flying out to LA tomorrow. And I haven't been on a plane since February of last year when I went to LA for the YouTube Black Dinner. So I haven't been on a plane since COVID. This is my first time. I'm a little nervous about it, so girl, but you know, you got a long day. I've been up all day doing stuff, but other than that, I'm okay. I really haven't really paid attention to the news that much, other than what we just saw about the trial and the verdict, and that's about it. So I'm kind of like in between. I'm ready to, like, you know, have a moment to myself to enjoy just life as best as possible in this anti-black world. So I like this trip to LA. Hopefully it just rejuvenates something in me. That's something I've been missing for a little while. And I will let y'all know how that goes. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you need to be following me on Instagram at King of Reads, because I will be posting a lot of shit. Because normally I don't post that much, but I will be posting a lot of shit. But other than that, I'm good. Let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and ease y'all into it. We're gonna start right off with the baby. Recently, there's a video of the baby recording this flight attendant, like he was on a private jet or something, and he was recording this, what looks like to be a white woman. Her hair was kind of frizzy a little bit, and the baby's recording her and saying that, oh, sister, like she just got out of bed, she ain't comb her hair or nothing, da 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 da. And to be honest, I'm really tired of the baby. Like, I've been tired with the baby. I'm just like, and I'm not, it's kind of weird, because, like, some folks say, oh, this is a white woman, but this is a service worker. Like, she's working, and he's recording her without her consent, and, like, you don't know what she's going through, you don't know what she's experiencing, and he's posting this on his social media with, like, millions of followers, and folks are gonna see this and make fun of her and all that, and it's just like, why? Like, why? Like, why? Like, stop doing that. Like, the baby, you be the main one that don't like folks recording your daughter, don't like people recording you, but then you turned around and did the same thing. You don't like folks putting the camera on you, you popped somebody, some woman, for putting the camera on you, or they hit you or something. Now you sitting here turning around and did the same thing. You did the same thing with this woman. You recorded her without her consent and gave commentary on it. I can see if you had just recorded it, but you gave commentary so loud that this woman can hear you. It's just too much. It's too much. Then you sit right next to your friend, and he need a lineup. Like, it's just like, girl, what if somebody was to record you and they do that? We're talking about your hair. It's just like, girl, just stop. I just didn't really get that. I was like, girl, it's a mess. I'm so tired of that man. I promise you, I can't not to deal with him at all. So that was a mess. Moving on, let's talk about Miss Saweetie. Saweetie performed at the fight that Jake Paul was a part of, and her and Doja Cat performed, and Doja Cat ate. Doja Cat ate down. Like, Doja Cat, there is no denying that woman can dance, she can rap, she can do all the things, and I am in love with her artistry to the 110th power, period. I just want her, give her all the things, give her her budget. Like, sis has been eating off of her album for a minute. The album is a slap. It's doing the things that it needs to do. And move on and talk about y'all girl Saweetie's performance. Posted on Instagram. It was terrible. And I think Saweetie is a good person. I think she's a beautiful soul, beautiful energy, beautiful gowns. But I'm tired. I am tired. Like, and I don't give a damn if she sees this. I don't give a damn if her team sees this. But it's just like, Saweetie has not done anything that has showed me that she is deserving for a top spot or to be, other than her personality. Like, she is like an Instagram influencer at this point. And the reason why I get a little tired of it is because she'll be eating these foods and putting hot Cheetos on top of mayonnaise sandwiches and eating fried beans or some shit. She'll just be eating like all these crazy concoctions and stuff. And I don't have no problem with her eating whatever she wants to eat. But the way Saweetie behaves and the way she moves around is giving me ghetto cosplay. I'm just gonna have to be completely honest. And I said this in the live stream on Patreon about 2-3 weeks ago. It's giving ghetto cosplay for me. I just don't take it serious. I don't think that's like her. I don't think that's authentically her. If it is, I don't apologize. I really just don't care. I want to know more about Saweetie. I'm tired of this get up that she's doing. I'm tired. Like, where's the artistry? Let me see these things. Like, it is tiring. Like, it is making it very hard to root for her when you're giving performances like this. And it's just like, we keep giving you chances. We keep giving you chances. And it's not us giving you chances, it's the industry who allows you to keep having chances and keep giving money to you, versus other women who are more than likely dark skinned are not getting their money, not getting the budget that you're getting, not getting the chances. That's what's pissing me off. And I'm not trying to pin Saweetie against, I'm just talking about the industry and how they respond. Because I can't see how Saweetie consistently flops like this, and yet she comes back and she got more money. Like, I don't see how that is working. I just don't see it. Like, I can't name anything that Saweetie has done. Like, of course she makes, yeah, folks will say, oh, she makes cute music for the pretty girls and da-da-da. Yes, girl, but it's 110,000 other light-skinned women doing the same thing. It's doing the same thing, and it's other women who are doing it with better music and shit they really put their hearts into. So it's just like, I'm not using it. You can't use that as an excuse. She made music for pretty women. For what type of pretty women? Thin, light-skinned women? Like with the straight hair, curly hair, and like what type of women she make pretty women? What do you mean by pretty women? Like, even when they say that, I'm just like confused. So, like, yeah, that she makes music for whatever, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Like, and that's my gripe. I don't care. I really don't care about the reaction, the blowback behind this, because I done gave it enough. I'm just like, girl, every time I'm so tired of hearing her about her eating Cheetos and ramen. I'm just like, please cut this shit out, because if a dark-skinned black woman was doing this shit, y'all be eating her up. If a fat woman was doing this, y'all be eating her up. But she gets to get on this thing and eat this stuff, and I'm not really dragging her, but I'm just dragging how we think and how we engage with folks. We allow some folks to eat quote-unquote trash foods, then some folks can't do that. And even if they do eat healthy, it ain't fast enough because you ain't losing no weight. So, I'm tired. I'm just really, really tired. Ooh, girl, what made me say I'm just tired, child. I'm just so tired, child. That's how I feel. Moving on, let's talk about y'all favorite white woman, Sharon Osbourne. She went on Bll Maher's HBO show, and she gave an interview talking about that. I don't know, because I didn't watch it. To be completely honest, I am not watching another white woman explain how she got ate up or quote unquote counselor. I don't care. And I'm telling y'all to join in me and not caring either. F. Sharon Osbourne. Forget about her. She is out here trying to clean up her little stuff. You did what you did. We saw, we ain't stupid. We saw what happened. We saw how you engaged. We saw how you responded to this black woman. Nothing else. Nothing else you can say, nothing else you can do to prove to me that you are not racist. Like Sharon Osbourne, you are racist. You and Bll Maher are racist. So girl, neither one, I'm not watching even a clip that is illegally uploaded on social media. I'm not watching, I'm not engaging, I'm not giving y'all the impressions. Period. I'm asking y'all to do the same. Join me in muting both of them. Period. So let's move on. I saw this conversation about Chris Cuomo and Chris Cuomo on his show saying if white folks were losing their children and all this to gun violence, they've been did some gun reform and all that, and I'm just like, no, they won't. No, they won't. They won't, child. We've already seen it. When the Sandy Hook happened, they held their guns tighter. When the Columbine stuff happened, they hugged their guns tighter. Every time any of these things have happened, they have hugged their guns tighter. They are not letting these things go. Point blank, period. So to sit there and use this argument saying he didn't lie, he did tell a bold-faced lie. He did. He did, because them folks are not doing it, just like they ain't interested in abolishing the police. And we finna get into that too, so go ahead and give you a warning. We finna be talking about, Derek Chauvin in just a second. But it's not about that. It's deeper than that. White supremacy has a stronger hold on these folks than their kids do. So let that sink in however you want it. Period. Moving on. Let's talk about the trial. We got the news. Guilty on all 3 counts. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Baby, I'm going to tell you this. Justin didn't expect to get a verdict this quick. Didn't expect it. It honestly hit me in the middle of preparing to record. That's why I had to pause, because I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. So I'm having to engage with my video a little differently now. So I was expecting later on this week. No, ma'am. They came out. I think them folks deliberated probably like 4 hours the day before, and today they deliberated a couple of hours, and they came back with a guilty on all counts. Rarely ever happens. The fact that I'm talking about all of us, were on pins and needles, the whole country, the whole world was on pins and needles about this case getting a guilty verdict. Given what we saw in the video, and 10 months afterwards, lets you know that there is no such thing as justice in this system. I'm sorry. I understand folks are, celebrating this small win. We want it. And I'm not telling folks not to. I'm not telling folks not to celebrate and not to be happy for this one moment. But the picture is bigger than convicting murderers for murdering. We should stop them from doing it in the first place. We can't be responding afterwards. That's why you have folks saying abolish the police. That is why. Even the prosecutor got in his closing arguments was that this isn't a trial on the police system. This is a pro-police, because there are good cops. Even reiterating that there are good police officers. There are not any good police officers in this system. It's not possible. I've even tried. Even I've tried to one day wanted to be a police officer, wanted to make a difference, and understand that I could never make a difference in a system that is not made for that. So even your fave, Tabitha Brown, I love you, Tabitha Brown, but even your husband, he needs to quit his job because he's a police officer too. Even he ain't no good police officer, because there's no such thing. No such thing. So I hate to break it to you, but we will continue to see moments like this. And it seems like we have almost compartmentalized that as long as they are going to jail, as long as they're getting convicted, that's justice. That's as long as that's happening. I'm telling you to push a little and reach a little higher and say, maybe if it just stopped happening. You had folks coming out, you had people coming out, companies coming out. The Raiders came out and posted a tweet and said, I can breathe, or we can breathe. This man is dead. This man is dead. He's gone. He can't breathe. He died. I'm not interested in black folks being a sacrificial lamb for this bullshit. I'm just not interested in it. I am not interested in black folks being sacrificed so we can pretend that we got some type of justice and the system is making some type of progress when it's not happening at all. I'll tell you what happened. What's happening is these folks know that a movement is starting. A movement has begun and black folks are taking notice and they are fired up and they are organized. And they know that the system isn't working. But they understand that some folks still believe that the system can work for them. So they gave them this little bitty piece, this little bitty justice. And I'm not telling the family of George Floyd not to celebrate. I'm not telling them any of that. I wish them a long, healthy life. I wish them all the healing in the world. But for us black folks, I don't want to see us lose any more folks to police violence. I don't want it to be a system in place that allows that to happen, and we have to wish and pray that at the very least they go to jail for 10, 15 years after doing it. Because I'm telling you, these police officers are still out here doing the same thing. They're still engaged. Like right when this happened, we had a situation in Ohio where a black woman lost her life. Like we're seeing all of these things. And let me tell you something. They're always happening. If they just didn't, like, just because we're seeing, oh my gosh, it's in the news, they're happening more times than you can think. It's just the hyper visibility on George Floyd. It's making every situation get some attention because the news and the media is using this to make more money, to make it like, oh my God, but it's always happening. And there are plenty of incidents that are happening that do not get televised. There's plenty of black women who are experiencing harm with this and we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it. There's plenty of black trans folks, plenty of like black folks period around the world who are experiencing these things and we're not seeing it. It's not just happening this week, like this month, oh my God, it's constantly happening. It's been happening for a long time. So I say that to say we cannot reform the system. There's no way. This system needs to be gutted, it needs to be destroyed, it needs to be ended, period. You cannot reform this. It's so, white supremacy is so strong that these folks will always, like you just, white supremacy is so strong that it is impossible for this system not to uphold these things. It's impossible. Like today I was on my way home and I might have been doing 75 miles per hour and there was a cop on the side of the road with a radar on. I'm like, why are we on the side of the road checking folks for speeding? Why are we doing that? Like, why are we paying taxes for you to make us pay even more shit? That shit sounds stupid to me. Like y'all out here writing tickets for folks speeding? It's not making no sense to me. And you got folks like Al Sharpton think it's cool to post a video of him going to be with the family of George Floyd and on a private jet. Like, what the hell is going on? What's wrong with y'all people? This ain't it. Y'all out here making profits off of this stuff. Y'all turning George Floyd into a commercial. You got Nancy Pelosi talking about some, like his life was a sacrifice to get better. Like, what is you talking about? And this is the House Majority Leader who's out here giving a speech about a black man being killed in the hands of police and him being a sacrifice for us. What? Come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all. So, I'm watching this stuff, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even know what to say. I need people to, I need for us to understand that this system will never serve us justice. Justice would be George Floyd still being alive to see his children. George Floyd would be alive if there was true justice. That's not justice. But we can repackage and we can brand it as whatever to make us feel good. I understand we need a feel good moment sometime. I definitely get it. I need one now. But I just want to let you know that I feel good moment can't be a moment that we are out here expecting a system to be able to not be corrupt when it was built on corrupt. It was built on these things. Like it was built and founded on these principles. Like that's why it was founded. So it's just like I don't see more cops going to jail as a solution. More cops being convicted being a solution. What I see is no need for cops, so the cops won't be out here killing folks who look like me. That's what I see. But you know, that's my thoughts, girl. I want to give y'all a King of Reads video. I went away to the end because I ain't want to do too much with y'all. But I love y'all so much. I hope y'all are having a beautiful night. I hope, well, it'll be daytime when y'all watch this video, but I love y'all so much. Sound off in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you follow me on Patreon. I love you all. I will be up in the air by the time you're probably watching this or whenever. But I hope you all are enjoying this content. I love y'all so much. And I'll talk y'all later tonight. Bye.